Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is Master Alex. Welcome. Today I would like to share with you how we can use those like a beautiful artwork and try to help us to boost the Feng Shui energy in our home. You know, artwork is so important. It's not just beautiful, it will also enrich our life. And if we can do it properly, it will also help us to boost the Feng Shui energy. So this is something amazing. But before we do that, there's something we need to avoid. There's some taboos we need to pay attention. Okay, are you ready? Okay, the first one. The first one is any like a sharp object, sharp angle or sharp bait, or even like something like a weapon. Actually, it's not a really good idea to put it in our home, because those are weapons and those are sharp, will create unnecessary negative hurting Feng Shui energy. So that's why something weapon style is not recommended to put in your home, or any sharp object is also not a really good idea to do that. Just like the cactus, okay, in American, we don't recommend you to put the cactus in your home or in your front yard to grow some cactus, because those spines are sharp. If you accidentally touch it, you'll get hurt, and then it's not a really good idea. But in Asia, sometimes we will do that, but we will make sure that, okay, let's say when we open our window, we see something funny outside, something like a T-streak, or something like the gap between two buildings, or big tree outside, just something not really good one. We'll use the cactus to put it in the window to against it. The idea is we want to use the spine, because they're sharp, to kick those bad energy out. But we need to make sure that, okay, those spine is not going back to hurt us. So how we can do that? Sometimes we will do it in like a different layer. Okay, at the back, we'll also have some like a plant. The most ideal case is the plant is a bigger one and have like a round shape for the leaf, so it can help to protect us. And in the sideway, we can also have something, maybe some plants to protect us. So make sure that the cactus is only pointing one direction, which is going out outward to the window. It's not coming back to hurt us. So this is what we do in Asia. But here in American, we try to avoid that, because those spine is so like a sharp. We don't want to get hurt. We don't want to have something unnecessary Feng Shui incident come out. So that's why here we don't recommend that. Okay, and other thing you need to avoid that is something red color. Let me put it that way. Some area you can use red color, but some is not. For example, in 2023, we can use the yearly flying star to do that. Okay, for the east side, it's not recommended to put some red like artwork. The reason is for the east, because the number 2 flying star is we call the start of a health issue, start of like a sickness, is go all the way to the east. And this kind of star is belong to the earth energy. So we put some like a red artwork. Red one is belong to the fire energy, and fire will generate earth. So we will make this like a damaging. Number 2 is even more damaging. So we don't want to do that. And other area is the northwest corner. The northwest corner is belong to the number 5 flying star this year. So the number 5 is belong to the start of a disaster. Okay, the number 2 is will make you have some health issue. But for number 5, will make you have a huge health issue and disaster and more damaging issue. And both number 2 and number 5 is belong to the earth energy. So definitely we don't want to put something red on the northwest corner to enhance this damaging number 5 earth energy. But some area is good for us to put some like a red color over there. Okay, for 2023, which is south, is really, really good, because for the south corner is the number 8 flying star is go all the way to the south. Right now we're still in the number 8 in charge period, and this number 8 is like the money, the start of the money, start of money fortune. So if you want to have a more money luck, you can put some like a red like artwork in the south area. That will help. And other area is the north. The north this year, 2024, is the number 9 flying stars go all the way to the north. And number 9 is we call the start of a happiness, start of a celebration. If you want to have a kid, if you want to have a promotion, if you want to have a more money luck, or even if you want to have a true love, you need to make use of this number 9. Okay, let's say, for example, if you want to boost the financial fortune, you can put some like a red artwork in the north and make sure it's a round shape, then it will definitely help. Okay, and other taboos is for some artwork, if let's say it's too big, too bulky, especially your room is not a really huge one, it's not a really good idea to do that because they're too big, too bulky, you block the way, so it's not a really good idea. And other thing is, let's say crystal is so nice. You have a different shape of crystal, and some people will use the crystal to make different like artwork. It's really good. But make sure that for those crystal products, you can put in your living room, you can put in your dining room, but just not in your bedroom. The reason is really, really simple. Because the crystal, the energy is too strong. We don't want those like a strong crystal energy in your bedroom and affect the quality of your sleep. So this is the only reason we want to avoid that. Okay, another thing you need to pay attention, which is religions-related artwork. Something like, for example, Buddha's statue. Those are really good. Especially when you put it in your home, it can help to boost the Feng Shui energy, bring the peace and love, and help to practice your religion and bring the good luck to your family. So those are really, really good. But you need to pay attention is, for your own bedroom, it's not appropriate to put those like a religious product, especially those like a Buddha statue. The reason is really, really simple. For your bedroom, maybe you have some intimacy moment with your spouse, so you put the Buddha's statue in your bedroom, and then you have the intimacy, so it's not really good. You offend the Buddhas, so it's not a really, really good idea. So we want to avoid that. So make sure that you put those like a religions-related artwork in the living room or other nice corner, but just not in your bedroom. That will definitely help. Another thing is, for some people, they will have some like a funny shape of the rock, different shape of the rock. But for the rock, you need to pay attention, especially when you put it in your front yard or backyard. Because for the rock itself, when the background theory apply to that, the rock is considered as some obstacle. So you can imagine that some obstacle and affect you to success, so it's not a good idea. So funny shaped rock, especially those sharp angle, sharp bait rock, it's not a really good idea to put it in your home. So you need to try to avoid that. It will help you. Okay, and other taboo is, for some artwork, you need to make sure that the source, you need to have make sure it's clean and clear. You know how it comes from. For example, there's some people would like to put some like an antique or jade. Those are really, really good. But there's some kind of like an antique and jade. They're stolen from the grave. So they're not belong to you. They belong to the dead people, and they're stolen product. So if, let's say, if you put those antique in your home or put some jade in hang it in your body, but those are stolen product and also from the grave, that will definitely bring some negative Feng Shui effect to you. We try to all the way to avoid that. So this is something you need to pay attention. And other taboo is some animal-related product, like say animal flu or some animal bone or some animal parts. I go to a home of my friend, and he had like a deer head in his home. So I just talked to him, hey, why you do that? This is a deer head, it's a dead body. And he told me that, hey, he go hunting, and this is what he hunts, so it's good for him. So he just do some process and cut his head and then do some processing and hang it to the wall. So in a Feng Shui point of view, this is not really recommended. First of all, it's a dead body, and then that dead body is, you go hunting, hang it down. So there's some angry, there's some negative emotion inside. So it's not a really good idea. So I highly recommend any animal-related product, bone, flu, or deer head, please try to avoid that. That will definitely help. Okay, thanks for watching, and I wish you good luck. I see you next time. Bye. If you want to learn more about traditional Feng Shui setting and knowledge, I have a book in Amazon.com. The name is Practical Feng Shui 101. You can go there, take a look. I put a link down below. And if you want to learn more about current Feng Shui setting and yearly Feng Shui tips, I also have a book for you, free of charge. I put a link down below. You're welcome to go there, download it. And thanks for watching. Good luck.